Hey everyone, this Millennial Investor here with my November update on my stocks using Robinhood and a recap of last month. I was at $22,891 and I had just had a terrible month as well as kind of a terrible 3 month present. So just a pretty bad decline, down 4.77% over the past 3 months, negative $1,146. But, that doesn't deter me. I just continue to invest and continue to, hope for the best and see what happens. And this month, I'm at $24,585. So there has been quite an increase, and we're going to take a look at that. Right away, you're going to notice the new interface as well. This is a desktop app called Rox or Vox or Nox or something like that. And it allows me to essentially broadcast my phone screen so that I don't actually need to be using my phone. But for just November 30th, I'm down, $92, up 18 in the after hours. But over the past week, let's take a look. There's been an increase of 1.3% or $316. Over the 1 month period, we're up $700 or 2.94%. And then in the 3 month period, we're up to 311. So it's kind of been a journey, ups and downs, but recovery is definitely starting to happen. So in terms of my investments, let's go ahead and take a look at a total percentage change. In terms of the realty stocks I own, only one of them's in the negative, while the rest are looking at nice, strong positive numbers. So anywhere from 5+% for a bunch of these. Kohl's has been doing really well, up 23%. And if we take a look at that and the 1 month breakdown, yeah, Kohl's has been recovering really nicely. It did have quite a dip that previous month, but it has recovered nicely and it's continuing to grow. Verizon's also doing really well, 16% for the month, so a 5.78% growth over this past month. And Ford's been doing, I think, roughly the same, but maybe slightly better. Yep, so up 2.5%, stuff like that. Coke's kind of been, about where it's been for a while. AT&T's done some nice recovery. They were down quite a bit at the start of the month. I remember, I was down on my portfolio about 10% with AT&T, but they have jumped up 7.76% up to $36. So just overall a pretty positive month with a number of my stocks. Obviously, my big concerns are still GE, which I don't really think hasn't been in the recovering process. They're still in the, just standstill or leak a few cents here and there process or phase right now. But will they eventually recover? Maybe. So let's just kind of stick with them, not invest any more money, but just kind of stick with it and watch it. So it's kind of reached a point where I'm not going to invest any more in it, but I will invest in other things and hopefully GE eventually recovers or it just becomes a less significant portion of my portfolio. THFF, the First Financial Corporation of Indiana, they are in the positive, and something I didn't realize was that this stock had a special dividend coming up of $1.50 per share. So this was just some special thing I didn't even notice, so I will be receiving an additional $39 tomorrow. So that's pretty nice. And then moving onward, Mylan's doing good. This is one of those stocks I invested in. Oh wow, they are up for the after hours. But I invested in them thinking they had some kind of a dividend, and they actually don't. So I am actually looking to remove my money from them. But if they're up 4.4% in the after hours, I'll probably let it sit there tomorrow and see how that plays out. Okay, General Mills is also recovering pretty nicely, and Disney as well. So just a lot of positive, 7% back up. So I'm about at that break-even point. And if you saw that new Avengers trailer, yeah, there's definitely going to be some records broken with Walt Disney. Other than that, most things have remained about the same. Medtronic, Intel doing good. I haven't really invested much in a lot of these, but I did put a little bit more money in Chesapeake. I've kind of let AMD sit and chill, and I've put a little bit of money in Lending Club because I feel like now is the time to invest. Their share price is kind of a little bit down. It kind of declined a little extra today, so I'm down 3.33%. But the platform's actually been doing decently well this past month. So I decided to throw some money into some shares and see if they can outperform my notes. So we'll see how that goes. And then the last thing, today I purchased a share of Nvidia. This is probably something I should have done a while ago, but they've just, continued to improve and continue to get better and better. And I definitely think that it was worth purchasing a share and just kind of watching how this goes. And if it declines a little, I'll purchase a few more shares. But if it just goes up, I'll let it ride. So yeah, just really awesome. I'm going to switch over to the prices now so we can see just the last price of all of these, so you can kind of get an idea. If you're interested or curious where your numbers are at, or if you ever want to know what I started at or things like that, you can definitely ask. And if I can provide that information, I will. And I'm going to just quickly take us over to the dividends after this. And at the dividend screen, you can see I got a number of dividends coming in. So THFF, Ford, Intel, Duncan, and Maine, all coming in over the past month. And then you can just see the numbers are continuing to increase as I invest more. And I'm just getting more and more dividends each month, so that hopefully, the plan is to make enough money off of dividends to hopefully start paying some bills off, and maybe even more than that. So still pretty small, still pretty insignificant, but they will continue to grow. And by November, dividends have been fairly strong. Okay, so love Robinhood, love the platform, definitely recommend it. If you have any questions about any of my investments, or if you think they're silly or whatever, feel free to let me know. I'm just in it for the ride. So yeah, this is the Millennial Investor signing out. Peace.